Okay, good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to all the participants of this webinar, where the founder of Kaga Scanner is going to speak to us about his entrepreneurship journey. And without taking much of your time, I would like to introduce the speakers for today's session, Mr. Gaurav Shishimal. Mr. Gaurav is the founder of Kagas, where they are building mobile-first productivity tools for the Bharat users to help them become a part of mainstream digital economy. Before this, he was working on Sorted AI, a smart reminders app which could set reminders for your documents, auto-organize your documents, and where you could set manual reminders as well. So while building Sorted AI, the idea of Kaga Scanner came about. Before Sorted AI, he was building TapMe, where they were providing on-demand home services in three tier two cities of India, that is Vizag, Jaipur, and Patna. So before TapMe, he has worked with Credit Suisse, that is investment banking division. He's graduated from IIT Kanpur with a BTech in material science and engineering. Welcome you for the event, Mr. Gaurav. You may now take over the proceedings of this webinar.
Thank you, Shreyas, for the introduction. Just want to understand, do you want to keep it interactive or one way? How do you want to do it, like this session?
Any, anything how it is, how you're comfortable, sir. So all our students who have joined are
Nahin,
recent
so
members and few others also have joined. So we can have an interactive session as
interactive.
well.
So see,
Yes,
what I can do is I'll give you a brief introduction on what I have been doing, what I do, and then you can take over with questions, whatever you want to know about our
yes,
journey or
sure.
startups in general. Is that good?
Yeah. Yes,
And
sure.
Hindi is good or just English? How do you guys
Yes, we
work?
are fine with Hindi as well.
Hindi
Our
as
students
well?
are good with Hindi. Yes.
Great to know that. So yes, and if a few of you can switch on the camera, that will be great. It's good to see people while speaking. Otherwise, it seems that I am speaking to a bot or someone like that. So if any of you can switch on the camera, that will be great. Anyways, so I'm from a very small town near Raipur in Chhattisgarh. I studied here, then went to college to IIT Kanpur, graduated in 2014 in material science and engineering. In college, I was involved in the music club. I was in the festival organizing team, Antaragni. I was in the Antaragni's core team basically. Antaragni is a cultural festival of IIT Kanpur. Then I went on to work at Credit Suisse. It's an investment bank in Bombay. I worked there for a year and a half, but like couldn't relate much with what they were doing, what I was doing. And then I wanted to start my venture, and that was TapMe. I started that in 2015 along with Snehanshu. We scaled up the venture to serving to 150,000 plus customers in three tier two cities. Those are Jaipur, Vizag, Patna. We were doing good revenues as well, but due to the funding crunch, we had to shut it down. We could not raise the follow-on funding round at TapMe. So we had to shut it down in 2019. Then we started our venture Sorted AI, which Shreyas told that it was about reminders, document organizing, and things like that. But what we realized was that users everywhere just want to get organized, they don't want to do anything. And hence, we thought that we should launch something which is organic in the part of uploading or managing documents, and that's scanning. So we launched Kaga Scanner in 2000, basically last year. And after the Chinese app ban, like a lot of people started using it, loving the app. And since then, we have been growing steadily. Now, more than 50 lakh people use that app in India. On a daily basis, 2 lakh people use Kaga Scanner today. That is a brief about Kagas. I basically look at growth marketing at Kagas. So, yes, I guess that's a brief about me. And then you guys can ask questions as to if you want to know something specific about startups, Kagas in general, or whatever.
Yes, students, you can ask any questions if you have about Kaga Scanner. I don't know how many of you have used Kaga Scanner, but I use it very regularly, Gaurav, and it's a really good app. And just a couple of months back, I taught my dad also to use the app
Oh,
and how
great.
it. Yes, because he wanted to send across, because everything is going on online. So he wanted to send across some certificates and some documents
Yes.
across to his friends. So and Cam Scanner was banned, right? So and so I'm telling him, okay, this is better than Cam Scanner, and how to use it, and how, what are the things that what are the features available, how you can change, edit your documents and pictures. So and it was not difficult. It was not difficult to prove also that it's as good as scanning the document, because our scanner at home also broke down. So I was telling him, it actually looks like a scanned copy. So
Glad to know that. Yeah.
yeah, so the color, if you want to have a colored this thing, you have a colored option. If you want to have a black and white, then you can have a black
Correct.
and white option. Yeah. So it was a good, it's a good app. And okay, from my side, I would like to know whether are there any updates that are going to come up with that, or any changes that you're looking in recent, I mean, sorry, in coming days. Uh,
Yeah, sure. So we are launching many new features. Like with we launch we have a new update every 2 to 3 weeks basically, and there we try to get a lot of new features. So like recently we launched PDF tools where you can compress your PDF or
ah,
change PDF to image, and multiple small things that you can do over there. So users are really liking that feature.
yes.
Now maybe we'll get a signature feature soon or something like that. We are working on all of that. So you'll see a lot of new features coming up in the app. Yeah, that's about it, I guess.
So
Okay,
I
so
will.
Vibhav is asking, what's the revenue model of Kagas? So Vibhav, we have started experimenting with selling the cloud storage, where people can buy cloud storage and store documents. So a lot of students and them for free packages, and that's what we are experimenting today. We'll experiment with more monetization options soon, but that is the first thing that we are doing. And secondly, guys, it's like folks, it's you can ask questions about college, startups, jobs, anything. It's not specifically about Kagas. And not just to speak here about Kagas, you can talk about anything that you want. So any questions you have. So you usually you're in what, third year, fourth year, second year? How is it?
Uh, yeah, Gaurav, most of them are first year students who are
Okay.
members of entrepreneurship cell. We have started an
Okay.
entrepreneurship cell. Actually, we
So
had
so you
entrepreneurship
folks
cell.
would have not seen college as well, I guess.
Yeah, they haven't seen us physically, nor the
Great,
college
yeah.
physically. But there are a
Yes.
couple of students from second year and third year and final year as well, because I had
Great.
sent them across the joining link so that we can join in and have an interaction with you.
Great.
So yes,
So
students,
so yes, folks,
yeah.
like anything you want to talk about, just feel free to message and I can take it up. Otherwise, I can go on speaking here. Matlab, that doesn't make sense, I guess. So
Yeah. Gaurav, I guess you can talk about a little bit in detail about how did you went from sorted AI and to Kagas, and what was the motivation behind it, and how did actually that happen? What was the need, and how it.
So, so we were building sorted AI, but I presented the app to multiple people at multiple startup shows, startup presentations. Everyone said that, okay, this is a great to use app. We want this. We love this. We want to use it for our parents. We want to organize documents of our parents, medical bills, and whatnot. But as soon as they went home, they never even opened the app. So that is the issue that we were facing, that everyone says that I want to get organized. Like all of you here as well, think once in a while that आज तो रूम साफ करूंगा मैं अपना, या फिर आज मैं अपनी notes organize करूंगा. But eventually it doesn't happen. Like you don't end up doing it. You end up postponing it to a week or 2 weeks, and then you just keep postponing it. So that's what we saw, that कि बहुत लोग बस organize होना चाहते हैं, but no one wants to put in the effort, and hence we were thinking that what should we do, and investors were also not liking our pitch that okay, you don't have user traction and whatnot. And at the same time, we thought that what's the first step before uploading a document or doing anything on an app? It's scanning the document. So we thought that we launch a basic scanner app and see. And after we launched Kaga Scanner, in 2 weeks' time, the Chinese apps got banned. And hence, it got viral. We pushed it with all our might. We did marketing as much as we could, what we had learned in the past 5 years. So it was good. The it picked up good, I would say. And then we have been growing steadily since. I guess someone has asked a question: how do you generate new ideas? So Naveen, ideas are something which you'll have to see in your own surroundings. You'll see something happening. So for an instance, you think that okay, we need a messaging app for students in the college or something like that. So an idea can spark at any problem that you're seeing in your daily life. So we saw that our documents are unorganized. We saw that our documents are lying in a Google Drive or a Dropbox, but they are not working for us. So what's the point of that piece of information which is just lying there? It should ideally work for you and generate something good for you. That was our intent. And that is how Sorted AI was like, that idea was conceived, I would say. So, yes, just keep looking around. There are so many problems around us, and even a small solution. Like, for an example, take OK Credit or Khata Book. They are a simple ledger app where they just do plus minus accounting. It's just a simple feature. But they are doing amazing. Like they are growing super fast. OK Credit, Khata Book, Pagar Book, whatever these the ledger book apps, because people needed that app. They wanted the update to go. So small features, small improvements can make big products. You need to think it from that perspective that okay, whatever small issue you are facing around you, if 10 of your friends are also facing the same issue, you can build something for that. And you can go ahead and do something around that. So it's not difficult to generate an idea, I would say, Naveen. It is difficult to execute it and execute it fast. So if you have an idea today, maybe 10 people in the world have the same idea today. For an instance, like 10 people or what, 100,000s of people are building scanning apps today. Right, but how you execute it makes sense. There are many who are executing much better than us. There are many who are not. So it entirely depends on how you execute the idea that you have, and you need to work towards that. So idea can be anything. You can go ahead and challenge Ola and Ubers of the world, but you should have something that why should I use your product and not Ola? You should have something. So yeah, be customer centric. Think that okay, if you have the problem, don't just build for yourself, build for 10 other people who have that problem. If 10 other people don't have that problem, then you need to think again. If only yeah. So I think you would have gotten the gist of it. Then Sunil asks, why did you decide to start your own startup? What other challenges did you face at the beginning? So Sunil, my job was good. I would say it paid me well. It was in Bombay, investment banking. If anyone asked, I had a flashy tag to it. Okay, I work at Credit Suisse Investment Banking Division. Everyone was like, "Wow, it's a good job, great job. It pays you well at a posh locality पे आपका office होता है वहाँ पर." So all of that was great. My boss was amazing. He was like matlab my works were never tiring me up. I would say they were never tiring for me. I loved what I was doing. But eventually, when I stumbled upon this idea or this concept of organizing the labor force, basically, that is organizing a very unorganized sector of home maintenance services, and there's where I met Snehanshu, and it suddenly clicked. Like both of us clicked, and our idea as well clicked, and we started. So nothing like that. I didn't like my job or anything, but I wanted to do something of my own. I am from a business family background. I have been seeing my dad and his brother work entire year on their own business, like entire life. So there was always an instinct that okay, I want to start something of my own. And then as I went to do engineering, that thing increased that I need to solve some problem. And Tapni felt like the ideal problem to solve at that time. And उसके बाद तो फिर एक बार आप स्टार्टअप फाउंडर या स्टार्टअप कर लो तो उसके बाद वापस मूव करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. मतलब then we shut down Tapni, started another company. So yeah, that's been my journey, I guess. So
Hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Yes, Tanvi, go ahead.
yes,
Sir, as you had said, there are many others who have same ideas, and so many of them have created apps that scan documents.
correct.
So I had one question. What was so different in Kagaz scanner that uh, got so much traction from different people, and people started using it. I know the Chinese have been benefited it, but still I had one question. Like there are so many apps. I myself use a different app. I came across Kaga Scanner just today, so I had just
Okay,
now
great.
downloaded and I was going through the features,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to know like what is it that is different, and if you had to convince someone to use your app over others, like what is that? You know?
So,
Yeah.
so Tanvi, it's a combination of multiple features. Firstly, the name Kagas, it rings a bell with every Indian user that okay, this is something Indian. Firstly, it's that. Second, as you open the app, there are small things in the app. There are no ads. You don't need to sign up to use the app. You can just download, use the app, and get done with it. You don't need to give me any data to use Kagas. In all the other apps, you'll have to either sign up or give internet access or something like that. In Kagas, if you want to use without internet as well, you can use it. Then we have multiple languages. Like we wanted to make it specifically for Indian users. That okay, we are available in 12 languages today. So those are small things which matter to a user, and hence something rings a bell with someone. For an instance, you downloaded the app, you would like the PDF compress tool, maybe. But Shreyas here would like कि भाई this app is in Tamil or Kannada or many Indian languages. So it depends on the user. We try to include a lot of things so that users feel at home in this app. Secondly, as Shreyas mentioned initially, that we are making it for the Bharat user. So Bharat user is someone who has not seen laptop or desktop in his life. They have straight away come from a non-digital world to a mobile world, and they use everything on mobile. So for an instance, my brother is a heavy mobile user. He does all his work on mobile. He even manages an Excel sheet on mobile. So that is what the user we are targeting, and that is why Kagas is super simple to use. Like you just need to download it, click on the green plus button, and you can start scanning. So yeah, that would be my answer, I guess. That you need to have small nudges or features for the user where they can do multiple things like what they like in the app, basically. Now, I guess I have a question from Abhinav. That did your college life have an impact on your startup and how? Oh yes, definitely my college life had an impact. Firstly, my network, my friends from college, they have been super helpful. Like when I launched Tapni, at least 50 of them shared on their Facebook walls that okay, follow Tapme and follow this, follow that. So that is first, they are a great support system. So whenever I need anything, I just reach out to someone, and 90% the thing gets resolved just because of someone's effort. Secondly, I was a part of multiple. So I was a part of Antaragni core team, as I mentioned, where the leadership thing, how to lead people or how to motivate people, how to work with people, that's all what I learned while managing that cultural festival, a part of that cultural festival, basically. It was a great learning to understand that how to basically work in a team. That is the biggest learning that I got, that how to work in a team, and then secondly, how to motivate people to work. So we did not work for any money or anything. We just worked because we liked it. We loved the festival, and that's why we worked. So to keep the person motivated to keep on working for something which is not non-monetary, that is also important. and first the teamwork thing. So those two had a major impact on my startup life, and obviously the friends and network that I mentioned before. So those were some of the key impact areas, I guess.
Yep.
Can you
Thank
describe your typical day? Naveen, yaar, my typical day is starts with Kagas and ends with Kagas. So I start. So whenever I wake up, I start with a like checking my phone as to if anyone has rated 1 star, 2 star, 3 star in the night. So I personally handle 1 to 4 star ratings. If any of you go and rate 1 star right now on Kagas, you'll get a reply after this session from me. So that is my work. I try to handle it completely myself. That is the primary thing I look at: customer communication and customer grievances, basically. Secondly, I then look at the marketing bit of it as to how my campaigns are performing, how our campaigns are doing. Are they going good? Are the downloads rate doing good for the day? Thirdly, I handle the Twitter, so the social media handles come under me as well. So if there's something trending on the social media, has someone tweeted about Atmanirbhar Bharat or something related to Kagas, then I address those queries. So those three are my typical tasks of the day, and then ad hoc few tasks come and go. For an instance, I handle finance as well in the company where so during first few days of the month, 1, 2, 3, there's a lot of work around salaries, tax payments, and multiple things. So yeah, pretty much jumbled across days, I guess. But it's fun. It's super fun. I like love working on Kagas. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Gaurav.
I had
Uh,
one more question.
yeah, Tanvi,
Yes,
go ahead.
Tanvi.
Sir, did doing a job before launching your own product help in any way?
Yes,
Or
definitely, Tanvi. So
was launching your
yes,
product right after you graduated would have helped you more? What is your opinion?
I would, so it entirely depends, Sandeep. Matlab, for me, I loved working at trade service where I learned how big organizations function, how a hierarchy functions, how there's a VP, AVP, director. There were three people above me. So that is all how I learned, like what I learned. And even being a part of such a big organization, my one mistake could cost millions of dollars to that company. So that is what I realized, that even if you're a small part of the machinery, even you can create a havoc there if you want. And so those are my few learnings, that it teaches you how to work in a team, how to work in a hierarchy, how to be more polite. Like you learn some work ethics if you work with a big company. So I really loved working there. But in case you have an idea, and I did not have an idea as such at which on which I could work or I could build something then. But in case you have an idea in college or just out of college, start building. Like don't wait for anyone know that okay, I will do my job and then I'll start building. No, if you have an idea, you have conviction around it, you have people who are supporting you, go ahead and start building it. Don't wait for anyone that okay, this would happen, that would happen. You need to have conviction on the idea, and you need to have a few supporters that okay, we need your product or we would love to use your product, and you'll go with it. So that's my suggestion, or that's my thing to you, Tanvi.
Okay. And sir, another question adding to it, is it necessary to find a co-founder, or is it meaning like suppose if you don't find a co-founder, then it is like you have to wait till you find one and then go ahead with your venture.
I am a little biased on that, Tanvi, because I am a heavy propagator of having co-founders because it really helps. Solo founder gig would be very difficult. Like if I were a solo founder, I wouldn't be a founder at all. So I believe working in teams. I believe working with people. So my thought process is that it's great to have co-founders because you complement each other. If I am aggressive, he's calm, or they are calm, then the thing is good. The decisions are good. So solo founders, even if you go out and see the number of maybe unicorn startups, there are 50 unicorn startups today. So how many are solo founders and how many are multiple founders? Obviously, multiple founders are much more. Because I'm not saying that being a solo founder you'll not succeed. Obviously, you can succeed. It depends on you. It does not depend on me or any data. But having a co-founder really helps. Like brings two sides of the coin to the game.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you,
Tanvi.
Gaurav. Thank you, Tanvi. Gaurav, can you, I wanted to ask something as well. Can you pinpoint on, you mentioned earlier that TapMe did not work that well, and then you went ahead with Sorted and other things. So, means I wanted to ask you about your failure as well. And when you had that failure, then what was your motivation to still, stick to it and go ahead with something new and sure?
So, failure in the sense, Shreyas, that we were doing good with our business numbers, our customers, our service ratings. We were doing good with that. Our major issue was that we could not convince the investors that okay, this is the space you should invest in. That was our biggest failure, I would say. Secondly, obviously, as it was our first venture, there were a lot of mistakes that we did, a lot of expenditures we did we should not have done. Still, we were frugal, we were pretty frugal, but there were a lot of things we could have done much better. So, yes, since that was my first venture, there were a lot of learnings, everything. So, the failures as such, what I would like to point is one is inexperience, reasons of failure. Second would obviously be that we could not sell our story. So to convince a customer, investor is basically to sell your story. Our numbers were good, but we could not sell the story ahead. And third, always trust on what has happened. By that, I mean to say that if the money is not in your bank account, don't trust that the money is coming. Only trust when the money has hit your bank account, only then you'll say, okay, paise aa gaye. If someone promises you that, okay, Shreyas, I'll pay you 10,000 rupees, that's nothing. Unless the money comes in your account, it doesn't matter. So keep that in mind. That's one of my topmost learnings that don't over expect and always consider that, matlab, always consider the event whenever it happens. Yeah. So those were my major learnings, I would say, Shreyas.
Okay. There are a couple of questions in chat. Disha wants to know if that since Kagaz was not
Sure,
launched
I'll
with June earlier.
have a look. Since Kagas was so Disha, we launched Kagas in June 2000, like June last year, and the Chinese apps got banned 2 3 weeks just after that. And we pushed with all our might that we could. All the marketing that I'd learned in 5 years, I put in that and pushed Kagas. So in basically 3 months' time, we crossed 1 million downloads, and now at 12 months we have crossed 5.5 million downloads. So that's our rate right now, and that's how we have been growing. Sir, could you please iterate on your business model or what thought process you went through to come with it? So business model, Leo, what we are currently thinking is basically selling cloud storage for documents and the premium features. For an instance, as I mentioned, Shreyas, before that we would be bringing a signature feature. So that may be a premium feature where you need to pay maybe 49 rupees one time for a year to use signature feature, something like that. I'm not sure about the pricing, but we will be launching premium features and we have already started selling the cloud storage bit. So that is the current business model. We'll be iterating with more things in the future, but right now we'll be iterating with those two things only.
Gaurav, I would also ask you, like to ask because now we in our college and most of the colleges in India we are having classes online, and we tell students to upload the answer sheets. Actually, some of our students have just finished answering their internal test today. So
Okay.
we are uploading the answers by scanning the document, converting it into PDF, And then also, we have a strict thing of keeping your answer sheet just below 10 MB. So we have to tell them every time. So with respect to that, how can you tell us like how Kaga Scanner would be helpful, and how students can use it on this daily basis?
So, answer sheets is what? Maximum 15 pages, I guess, 10 to 15 pages, not
Yeah.
more than that, 20 pages maximum. So you can go on. So you can open the app and start scanning those documents. And then even if the PDF, the final PDF is big for you to upload, there's a PDF compress tool as well, with which you can use Kagas and upload your answer sheets. So yes, and there are multiple features where you can, like, so if you want to be more faster, you can keep the pictures from your camera and just import 20 images in one go and then upload
Okay.
a PDF. So there are multiple ways you can do it, and yes.
Gaurav, is there any plan of having a student version, or you said what premium membership. So is there any student membership as
Yes,
such? Because
we may launch it, but the issue, Shreyasin, is that do you have a .edu email ID? I don't think
we
so.
have .ac.in.
Correct. So it varies. So but we have some plans to have some benefits for students,
Okay.
obviously, because you can't charge students much, which you can charge others. So obviously we plan to have some sort of a student version like CamScanner had, and we would be having based on the email ID, I guess, .ac.in. So I also had a .ac.in email ID in college. So we'll definitely have .ac.in or .edu or whatever the
Hmm, hmm.
educational domains are.
Gaurav, is there any plan? Means I just thought about it. Is
Yes.
about OCR? Any about
Yes,
integrated
we
with
will be
OCR?
bringing that share. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of features in plans in product roadmap. It's just that the bandwidth, we
Yes.
are just a team of 7 people, and out of that 7 people, only three code actually. So it's the bandwidth issue usually. And one more thing is that here around 45 people are present right now. All 45 of you would have different mobile phones.
Correct.
And I'm not sure if Kagas will work the same on every mobile phone, because I certainly know that on particular mobile phones, Kagas does not work well. And we are trying to resolve that, but still, compared to other scanning apps over there, we are much more functional in all sorts of mobile phones because we have been building for that. Like we are all functional from Android 5 to basically Android 11, all the models, all across Android. So we will be getting features soon. You will see OCR as well. You'll see everything in the app which you have seen, maybe in Adobe Scanner or Microsoft Lens.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So are there any questions, students? Okay. By the way, OCR is optical character recognition, because if might be some first year students who might not have understood that, where you basically what happens is you can recognize. I mean, the app or the software will recognize each and every letter or alphabet from the document, and maybe then you can edit the text or change the text as well. So that is what is optical character recognition.
And folks, ask questions whatever you want to. You're not just here to listen to me blabber. So ask whatever you wish to ask, whatever you want to understand, if at all you want to understand anything. Because I never had a chance to speak to any alumni from my college or any startup founder when I was in first year. There were no sessions like these. Uh, I graduated in 2014, so I was in 2010 or 2011 in my first year. There were no sessions like these at that time. So basically, yeah, now you have the opportunity. If you want to ask anything that I may help you with, go ahead. You can just unmute yourself and ask as well. Who hasn't started his or her? So, Shresh, don't waste your time in college. That's my one advice to you. Don't waste your time on your laptop playing Fortnite or PUBG or whatever you guys play. So don't do that. It's just 4 years. It's just three. So you also like would have 4 or 5 years of course, right?
Yeah, 4 years of course.
Shreyas?
Yeah, four
Okay,
years.
4 years. So So Shresh, like spend as much time possible on co-curricular activities and studying. I did the same. Like I spent all my time either working on a festival or in the music club or studying. Or in case you have any super duper idea you want to build upon, start building. Don't waste your time playing Fortnite entire 4 years of your college. You can learn much more in college with the things that are happening there with your circle that you have, because you'll not have this sort of a circle after college. You'll crave for it that okay, whom should I bounce my ideas with, whom should I talk to. You'll not find so many people around you after college. So college is the best time for you. Either start working on an idea, start your own freaking YouTube channel if you want to, yaar. Matlab, start anything that you want to. It's not limited कि startup ही करना है. It's never limited to that. Start your own YouTube. Start vlogging on maybe Instagram if you are good with it. So start telling people about how your day is. Even you can write a LinkedIn post. Okay, we had a session with Gaurav. He told about this. We liked this, but we hated this. It's okay. Just go ahead and start producing something. Don't stop that. Okay, I'll work on a startup. Startup is okay. Whenever it happens, it will happen. But you can start writing on LinkedIn, start vlogging, start Instagram, whatever you want to do. Just start doing it. Don't waste your time around, ठीक है यार, आज Fortnite खेल लेते हैं अपन, कल कर लेंगे. Don't do that. You'll miss this time. I am telling it to you properly, like कि भाई जो 4 साल college के मैंने spend किया and what I learned in college was insane. Even if I did not learn anything, I made good connects. So for an instance, Shreyas is here. Shreyas, you're in third year?
So I'm a faculty over there.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
Shreyas.
no problem. Yeah.
I got confused. I'm so sorry. So like talk to people in third year, fourth year, and they would be super helpful to you. Like my seniors from fourth year. So when I entered in first year, we were a part of music club. So we had introductions of all the fourth years over there. And when I was sitting for my placements in fourth year, he was a consultant at McKinsey. And McKinsey is the best job you can get in IITs, like a super duper package, and you can get so much from McKinsey. And I just sent him my resume. He revamped the entire resume and sent it back to me just because of that 1 year of connect I had with him. That was college. That got me placed. So that is what college is. So please don't waste your time. Talk to people around you. Start working on anything that you like. Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want to post. If you don't want to post, start writing a blog. Start an engineering blog, start a science blog. If you like a particular course, write about it. And you learn more about it. If you keep writing, you'll keep learning more. I'm so sorry, Shreyas. I did not realize.
Yeah. No, that's okay. That's completely fine. It feels good actually.
No, it's the same sort of beard look. So I thought I could relate.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. And Gaurav, I guess I just would like to mention that I was at Antaryagni in 2012, I guess. So,
Wow.
Because I was in Delhi that time. I was interning it with ST Microtronics at Greater Noida. And
Wow.
so I had a couple of friends who were doing masters at IIT Kanpur. So they called me over,
lovely.
they come here, this is a big event and we already see. I said, okay, let's try it out. What is it? What's the harm?
2012, I was in third year. Yes. So
Yeah.
I was there.
11, 12 in
Great,
that period,
great.
because I was in Delhi
Wow.
and most of the times I used to come, and all the events that I've attended in IIT Kanpur were amazing, and they were, one of the biggest events I've seen, and so many organizers, and it's organized really well. So many students coming together for one collective, and
Correct.
there are so many different teams. And one thing I liked about all these IITs and NITs is that they have various clubs, music club, art club,
Yes.
dance
Yes.
club, movies club, all of this. And students are not wasting their time, and they are learning a lot from all these clubs. And even then, that also I guess helps a lot. You understand, you realize what is life about, and where you have to go ahead and what needs to be done, right? So there's an
Right.
overall development of all the students. So that's one thing.
Club. So music club. So being a part of music club, I know people who have graduated in 2004 to 2014. That was my, sorry, not 2004 to 2000, maybe 17. I graduated in 14. So I know people from 13 years just being part of one club. If you are part of one club in any college or any society, if you're a part of that, you know your seniors, you know your juniors, and somehow you meet their seniors and you meet juniors ka juniors also. So that is how the circle is in club, I would say. And definitely Don Bosco would have some society or some club, so be a part of it.
Yeah,
Like
we have a lot of them. We have mostly technical ones. So let's
they
let's
are
look at it.
amazing. The
Yeah,
robotics clubs are
yeah, we
so.
have. Yeah.
I always wanted to be a part of robotics club, but my time got consumed in music club, and I never participated in a robotics event. So yes, that was my bad luck. But please be a part of something. Like I know many people who wasted time and did not take part on anything. Maybe they wanted to do that at that point of time.
Yeah.
Maybe they liked it. But my suggestion, my advice to you, be a part, and you can have friends at the same time. It's not otherwise that if you be a part of something you cannot have friends you'll chill with. So please, yeah, that's my suggestion to all of you
And
here.
I would also like to mention one thing because some of my friends were part of it. The IIT Kanpur has a satellite club. We also have a satellite club over there.
Correct.
And IIT
Wow.
Kanpur, I think a couple of years back, you all launched a satellite, like Jugnu was the name.
Jugnu. Yes, yes.
So great success. I mean, it was going on for so many years, the club, and they could manage to, have.
Sure. So one thing that we loved at IIT was there was too much exposure. Like you would know Shafqat Amanat Ali, the singer,
Yes,
or
yes.
Raghu Dixit, the band, Indian Ocean, the band. So when they came to IIT Kanpur for Antaragni, we made it a point that they interact with the music club. So with Shafqat Amanat Ali, two of my seniors sang on the stage. With Indian Ocean, I jammed myself. Some like I was sitting there, Mr. Rahul Ram was singing, and we were playing something. Then and Rahul Ram is coincidentally an alumni of IIT Kanpur. He did MTech from
Oh,
IIT Kanpur, so he came for Alumni Interaction Day as well, where we performed Ahate on stage, Bande
hmm.
on stage together. So those were some really amazing times because the alumni connect is super good. So everyone here, please make connects with your seniors. Don't leave it कि भाई session है खत्म हो गया कोई फर्क मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ना यार but your life will be improved a lot. Make connect with your seniors, learn from your seniors. They'll teach you a lot. Definitely they'll teach you a lot. They taught me a lot. That's what I can say.
Gaurav, I'd like to also mention that we have a incubator over here in our campus. Fire.
Wow.
Yeah. So the idea is, to all these students, e-cell students that we have, entrepreneurship cell students, they are undergoing a course, entrepreneurship course, which is for 3 years, and hopefully we would, have some startup founders here as well with among us, and people would go out and start their own ventures and try to do something, change the scenario of our country. So
Wow, that's great to hear. Great to hear because we did not have this sort of a support, I guess. I don't even remember attending maybe more than one or two sessions on startups. Firstly, that was 2012-13. Startups were not so prevalent in
not
India.
enough. Yeah,
And secondly, colleges did not promote so much.
correct.
Now it's being promoted like amazing. And having 40 people listen to me, it's like a great thing for me as well. Like just 3-4 years back, I was on that side of the table. So it feels really great to be among all of you. Anything else I can maybe share or help you with?
There's a
Would
question,
love to.
Gaurav, from
Sure.
Nishil.
Just a second. I'll see. By Nishil, right? How did you build your team? Did you approach people with shared vision? Considered to be an ideal, efficient team. So Nishil, I have been pretty lucky, honestly, on this, like finding my co-founders specifically. Snehanshu and I met through a common friend and it clicked for us. After that, we hired Tamanjeet as our first employee in Tapni. And Tamanjeet clicked with us. We went on working for 4 years together. And then when we shut down Tapme, me and Snehanshu were thinking of an idea. And then we just asked Tamanjeet also to join the board because we really liked how we work together. So my suggestion to you would be to find an ideal co-founder as such. Look in your circle, look in your friends. If that doesn't pass, keep working on your idea and keep meeting people. If you keep meeting people, you'll definitely find someone who matches you. Who basically, so you should look for someone who complements you, I would say. So if you're calm, the other person should be aggressive. If you work on data, the other person should be a visionary. So for an instance, at Kagaz, I work majorly on data or marketing, on numbers, but Snehanshu is the guy who is the visionary for the product. I don't think much about the product. I think about today. Snehanshu thinks about what will be 1 year later, or 6 months later, or 1 month later. So pair up with people like this. Secondly, there was one more. And in the team part, if you want to hire early team members or employees, see how much they are interested in joining you rather than how much you're interested in hiring them. That really works. That how much are they interested in joining you, in the sense, are they ready to take a pay cut? Are they ready to quit an amazing company for your company? How well do they ring with the idea? Do they keep sending you updates regarding it? So hire those sort of people and you'll really enjoy, like you'll really love working with them. For an instance, I have Saurabh and Sachin who work with me. Saurabh works on marketing, Sachin works in design. And I don't have to ask for ideas to them always. They shoot on their own that, okay, Gaurav, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? Yes, definitely we can do this. So this session of in Don Bosco Engineering was idea of Saurabh. And then it somehow happened. He approached Don Bosco, or yeah, so whatever happened. But this is how things work. Believe in others, take a chance on them, and maybe you'll find someone good.
Thank you. Thank you,
Excuse
Gaurav.
me, sir.
Yes, Leo.
So iterating on my previous question, I asked you about your business models, and I'm really curious about
Sure.
this. In
Sure.
your initial stages, how did you manage to keep the business afloat, right? I know right now you've probably got seed investors, right? And that's
Yes.
probably
Yes,
what's
Leo.
keeping it afloat. So
Yes.
pre-seeds, how would you how did you manage to keep the
So
business afloat?
Leo, in December 2019, we got a small 10 lakh rupee funding from Axelor Ventures. We were a part of their accelerator program. So that kept us afloat for some time. Before that, we had invested our own money, so we had put some amount of money in the startup in the initial days. So initial days, we put in some money, the three founders. Then the Axelor fund came us that supported us. Then I guess we pumped in some more money from our own corpus, from our own savings basically. And then the seed investors came in. So it entirely depends. If you are running a B2C venture, you need to have some sort of a validation and then you can have an investor. But if you're running a B2B venture, it should be sort of a cash positive from day one, like what I've heard. I have not run a B2B venture, so I can't speak much about that. But while running B2C venture, you need to shell out some of your own savings initially. And then, so savings can be as low as maybe 50,000, 1 lakh rupee also. Yeah. It's not you need 10, 15, 20 lakhs to build a small product. You don't. You just need a good small team and small amount of money. And 50,000, 1 lakh is not a huge amount of money, I would say. I hope that clarifies your question, Leo.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure. I'm sorry, I may be vague at some point because I'm not too accustomed to these webinars as of now. So,
Any more questions, students? Okay, I guess Gaurav, that's from all of us. Anybody else is going to ask any question?
You can just unmute and ask if any of you have a question. Otherwise, I guess
Yep.
we can wrap up, sir.
Yeah, Gaurav. If anybody else has any question, you can unmute yourself or put in the chat box if your bandwidth is low. Okay, Gaurav, I guess that's it. So
Great.
yeah. So Gaurav, thanks a lot. We appreciate all the time and effort that you have taken to deliver a talk on the success of Kagaz Scanner and other things also, that all the wonderful questions.
इसको अभी
कट जाता था कॉल ना, करिए.
So yeah, and so your efforts are really truly appreciated, and we hope that the interaction with our students will boost and motivate them, and the talk will also instill required preparation skills for the students to
Thank you, sir.
become startup founders and have their own ventures. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much, and we wish you a very continued success in your company and future endeavors.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me over here. Please use Kagaz. If you're not using, will really help us. So, and if you need any suggestions, any advice, feel free to reach me out on LinkedIn or Twitter. I am like approachable on these two mediums. Just send in a message that we were at Don Bosco. We want to know this. So it really helps in understanding. Twitter, LinkedIn, both work if you have any specific questions that you want to ask. And thanks a lot for having me. That's it.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. See you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.